Many other things, stories and stuff. I've done this before.
Used to do one called Ubi. Oh, there was another name that
Trees, that. Seeing it.
well, Lincoln's more of a kind of a not a social website.
There's that too. It's almost like a.
Are we recording? What about your record? So we're good to go? All right, let's redo it. We're gonna call this meeting to order Tuesday, July 12th at 7:15. We'll call to order if everyone could stand for the invocation and the pledge of allegiance.
Lord in heaven, thank you for the wonderful blessings that thou bestows upon us. Please help us to be able to endure the heat and keep our employees for the city safe during this heat wave. Help them that they may be able to do their jobs efficiently and well and be safe in all that they do. Father, help us as a council that we may be able to counsel together and to come up with the best solutions for the city. Help us that we may keep the people in mind at all times and that we may try to do our best for them. Help us that we may always remember the responsibility that we hold and try to be true to thee in all that we do. Father, we're thankful for everything. Now bless us with. And we say this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, any announcements? We'll start over there. Let's go around since Leon. You got anything? Leon, you got anything, buddy?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. I don't have any off the top of the head. You,
I do not.
Chris?
So the county has issued a countywide burn ban for 90 days.
I'd like to back up and thank everyone that was involved in the 4th of July event. Seemed to be a great event. I heard that the food truck was there till like 11 o'clock last night serving food. Not last night, that night. But it was pretty busy. I mean, it was a good show. Everybody had a good time that I've talked to. So I just want to thank all the volunteers that put their time and effort into that. Any other announcements? Moving on. Citizens input. Any citizens input related to agenda items? That would be 0. And we'll move on to the consent agenda. 6A is approval of the minutes from the June 14th meeting. Approval of bills paid and those to be paid from June. Approval for the financial reports for the month of June. The court report for the month of June. Police report for the month of June. Public Works Order report completing and outstanding. I didn't get an outstanding when I got it completed. Public Works report for June. Permit report for June. Code enforcement report for June. EDC minutes. We have none. Keep watching these beautiful minutes from May of this year. And we have no planning and zoning minutes. Chair will entertain motion.
Make a motion to accept the consent agenda items A through L.
Pam first,
I'll second.
Kevin second, all in favor?
Kevin Featherston.
Leon Myers.
Okay.
Pam Reed.
Chris Burkett.
It is unanimous.
Leon, can you hear us?
Yeah, I raised my hand. Y'all just didn't say it.
Well, okay. We're working with a handicap. I mean, it's kind of a handicap situation.
There's a little button here to let you raise your hand. See it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're moving on to item number C7, old business, which is discuss and or action on the second reading of ordinance 295-6-14-2022, amending the West Tawakoni zoning ordinance by amending chapter 12, article 21, special and additional regulations, 21.14, storage containers, F, notice of violation, and G, notice of removal of storage containers, F, notice of violation, and G, notice of removal of storage container, providing a penalty for any violation of this ordinance not to exceed $2,000, providing for savings, severability, repealing clauses, providing for an effective date, and providing for the publication of the caption hereof.
I make the motion, we accept the second reading of the ordinance of the city of West Tawakoni, Texas ordinance number 295-6-14-2020.
I'll second that.
Chris first, Kevin second, all in favor?
Kevin Featherston,
Leon Meyer,
Pam Reed.
Chris Burkett.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, now we're getting down to the meat of the matter. New business is item number 8, discussion and or take action on a lease purchase agreement for the purpose of financing police vehicle and water sewer trucks and road equipment. In your packets, you've got 4 or 5 different options, and we're going to be talking. If we can start doing the police first, let's do the police first, and then.
Leon, I emailed you a quote breaking out some of the payments. Did you get that in your email today?
yes, I did.
Okay, great.
And so we've got,
So there's not anything in the packet, right? I can't remember.
Couldn't understand what you said.
no, sir, not on this, not on this.
Okay,
There's
I
not
got it.
what she's speaking of.
so what I've got is a Charger, pickup, a Ram truck, another Charger. Some of these are all stuck together.
Now, you're looking at this here, you're not looking at the. one.
No, I'm just
We're
looking
looking
at
at the
this,
police
I'm looking at actual, yeah. So the Explorer,
I think she only did the payments on the Charger.
It doesn't matter what you do the payments on when you discuss all of
Right.
so we've got, is there 2 Ram trucks, John? Cause I've got,
One of the Dodge Durango.
I've
Yeah.
got 2 Ram trucks here. There's 1 and there's 2.
it.
Charger, Durango.
Okay, I got a
You
double.
got a
I
double.
got a double.
You got a double. And you said that the Charger is no longer available, right?
Well, they're saying that the 2022s have sold out, so it's gonna be a 2023 and the price is gonna be more.
Same price?
No, it's
Different
gonna be a
price.
different price. It's supposed to send me back another quote, so we should get 23 Charger.
So now is that just through that company or would that also be true through Maltech?
No, that's with Defender.
So Maltech would still have.
Maltech still got the 1. So they've actually got it ready to go.
Where's the price was?
Oh, Maltech's at 47. I think.
No, 42,
42,
42.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's ready to go.
And as long as we can make arrangements to make payments the following year, that is our lease agreement will let us, get it.
Okay, so the Maltech one is 2022,
2021.
2021. I thought they were
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, so it's a year older.
That's the Charger, right? Yeah.
But it's brand new.
It doesn't have any miles on it, correct?
No, it ain't got no miles on it.
And it's more than a 2023?
Well, we don't know what the 20.
Oh, okay,
It was more than 2022, but looking at this, I may be wrong, it seems like it may have a little bit more equipment on it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Is that what you're seeing too, Pam?
Yeah, that's whenever I was reading over this just a while ago when he handed it.
I mean, I don't
think there's
know,
More
but-
equipment on it.
Those look the same thing, shit.
Well, that's Maltech and Maltech, but where did I see them? Oh,
The Charger was on this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Charger's this one.
Defender,
Yeah.
And then
products.
this is the Maltech.
Oh, I got another double, I guess.
You don't have another one.
Yeah.
Just take this one, take it away and use that one.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
Like I do headlight, tail light flash on this one, that's one thing I'm seeing different maybe.
Yep.
Um, Department 5.4 that maybe I'm not seeing it.
How about we establish, no, we're not gonna go with whichever vehicle. Ram
Yeah,
truck.
so you can say now that you can't go with the Charger because it's out.
Yeah, the
This
Charger,
one,
the Charger
Yes.
from Defender, the Charger
Yeah.
from Defender's out.
yeah, this one.
Defender.
Yeah,
that
you
was
can
out.
tear that one out, because they said that we couldn't get it. Okay, so we can throw that one out.
Ram truck, was there anything about that?
So the Durango was the next one, that's out, right?
Staying out because of the price.
I
Yeah,
mean, it would only make sense, we could go with a Charger, and we know Chargers have been good, we've got two of them that are
Right.
pretty darn good for us.
I think that's a lot of money to spend on that.
And
So that would say the Explorer's out.
because it's the same price.
Same price.
Thereabout.
So let's take it out.
So we're down to a Charger.
Was that-
Or the Ram truck,
Or the Ram truck.
I mean, the Ram truck is, I don't know if it has all the equipment that they need on it. I'm guessing, right, John, since you wouldn't have gave this, you didn't have what you guys need, so.
Yeah, because through Defender, you go in and build it. You get the truck and then you build the equipment that you want on it. There are 4 different packages that goes on it.
Okay, so this is the base price then, it doesn't include what the packages are?
Yeah, it includes all the lighting on it.
Yeah, it includes everything.
So it
Everything that's
is with the
mentioned.
package, okay.
Yeah,
Was
so
it
radar,
37?
everything.
Everything is listed right there.
Mhm.
So which one meets our needs more?
That's where I was going next.
Yes,
Well, pickups usually ain't, I mean, the way they drive, it's a 4-wheel drive truck.
Mhm.
So I don't know if we have problems out of 4-wheel drive after a little while, just constantly drive.
Yeah, because you're not gonna utilize that at all.
No.
The Chargers, after the 2023, there is gonna be no more of the V8 series. It's all gonna be the V6 with, I think they said turbocharged V6.
and this one
Because
has,
they were having problems with the turbos. So the Hemis have held up. Okay.
Is that what we have in ours now?
Yeah.
Okay.
and that's what's on the 2021 here that we're looking at. Okay,
It's already in black,
sorry.
so we'll match the rest of it.
Now, what are your
Or I
thoughts?
can wait until I get the quote for the 2023 and see what the price difference is. 2023 is pretty close to the same price as this 22. Well, might as well get a 23, that way it's newer. You know,
Yeah, if it's got no miles, I mean, does it really matter on the?
It's just a number at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do dealers recognize warranty on vehicles like this, like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
still-
powertrain warranty is the same. You know, and then the equipment goes to the place that.
There's some places that sell equipment, for instance, that if it's used for commercial use, they don't have the same warranty as the one that's for personal.
Well, I've never had like, most of them we've ever had. If it gets a recall or warranty on it, then they usually do that. most dealerships recognize commercial and PPVs, police package vehicles.
So we're sitting up here today to make a decision on one vehicle for the police department, is that correct?
Mhm. If we go with everything, that's all we can do. I mean, if we go with the 2 water trucks for the
Okay.
water department and
Okay.
then the mini X,
Okay.
put some numbers in there and that would make it, we'd be at about, 55,000 for our debt.
John,
That would be
is that,
per year.
is that going to keep us going for the next year? Is that all we're gonna need for the next year
Yeah,
as far as vehicles go?
yeah.
It's just one.
That'll take the stress off the other two. At least one, and then it'll rotate. And so we should get probably almost about time the car's paid off.
Yeah, we've had really good luck with these chargers. I mean,
Yeah,
they've
they
minimal.
take care of them. They take care of them and stuff. And I told them the bicycles out there, riding. get their car.
Unless the city explodes and our department explodes. I mean, if everything explodes in the city, then hey, here comes revenue, here comes everything.
Right.
Bring it on.
I just wanna make sure they're.
Hey, Leon.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Come on.
Are we getting rid of anything?
Not in the police department, no.
Okay. So who's gonna drive this new truck?
Be rid of anything.
This is the, police vehicles.
Yeah, who's gonna drive it?
Who's gonna drive it, John?
Who's gonna drive it?
Well, I got a part-time position open. That's gonna put, Paul's gonna drive the sergeant. He's gonna get the new car to drive since he takes care of the rest of it. And the other car will be passed down to the part-time.
Hear that, Leon?
John's gonna stay in the car he's got.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna stay in that one until the wheels are, it falls all apart now. I'll make sure my guys have the better cars and I'll limp along since I don't drive very.
Is this the Fender Supply? Are they just an outfitter? They go to a dealer and buy the truck and then and modify it?
Yeah, that's what they do. They go to the dealers and buy the car and then modify it.
Leon, actually, the one we're looking at, because Defenders is gone, we're looking at Maltex.
He doesn't have that.
This is the one you don't
Can
have.
you send this to him on his phone?
So, John, you prefer, sounds like you prefer the Charger over the
Yeah.
truck.
I'm just gonna send you something in a second, Leon.
What's the price on it?
42, 349.
Kevin's texting you the, information on your phone. This is a bid that he just got this afternoon.
And because with the, all the cars will be uniform then, and marked all the same.
I like that.
And when I got the camera system, the new computers, I got 3 of them, so they've already got it set up where it'll go in that charger too. They won't have to change brackets or nothing, so.
We have 3 coming, we got 4 cars. We'll have 4 cars, but you got 3 coming.
Well, the computer's already in both of the chargers.
Okay,
And the other one, as soon as you get another charger, will be put in there,
okay.
so.
And we're still waiting on the dash cam.
Yeah, the dash cams, we got the body cams and the tasers.
You got the Axiom body cam, new one?
Yep.
Okay.
Kim, would you do me a favor? Would you move that pedestal thing?
Oh.
I can't see any.
Sometimes it's best.
I guess I'm just,
Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
so, and, that way, all the cars will be the same.
Did you get it, Mr. Leon?
I'm trying to print it. Hang on.
Okay.
Just a minute so you can catch up.
And the sheriff was great enough and good enough. You know, the sheriff's department had all Dodge Chargers. They did away with them. And so they've taken all the equipment out. Well, one of the Chargers we got don't have a change in it. So the sheriff's been donating the whole cage system. And seats
Okay.
put in the
Very
Charger
nice.
we got.
Very nice.
I think just while he's doing that, I think it was 2 years ago that we went through a similar process or identical process. And,
Last year.
wasn't like, beginning of last year. Yeah. But we ended up, we made the right decision. These vehicles have gone fine. We haven't had any problems. I think we made the right choice back then when we did that. But now there eventually comes a time we got to pay the piper. Now we're having to do that. But these Chargers and the cars, even the Tahoes, they've held up very well. We're having good luck with them. The people are driving them right. And it's a win-win for us.
What year is that Tahoe?
18.
And it's like brand new.
Got what, 60,000 miles? It's got 80,000.
Yeah, it's
So I drove a whole lot. In here, 20,000 miles. Iron it out.
Is the stalker,
We already voted here on this year's budget, already had this. It's in the budget already, been approved to buy this. Maybe not this one, but we approved last budget year for this budget year to buy or to lease.
I thought that was,
Yeah,
that would have
This
been,
budget
We
year,
didn't,
we just didn't do it.
we didn't finalize any of the leases.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, approved it as a council. And we, the city just didn't move forward with it.
You've got room in the budget to do it.
Yes.
Without any kind of a budget amendment, you just need to buy the vehicle.
Yeah.
Don't have income in, because we haven't hit, some of the items that we thought we were gonna be.
yeah,
doing then.
we projected for it, but luckily we didn't do it.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
There were some shortcomings. So, yeah, there were some shortcomings. So, John, this, the Stalker DSR 2X, is that like is that a radar? Or-
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool.
I cut out, we need the extra radar for the car.
Yeah.
But I got the car without the camera system.
Yeah, 'cause you-
Computer. Is where it's got.
Good, you got.
Already got all that for it, so that's a few.
Yeah, I think looking at this one, there's more equipment in this.
More
car
equipment on there.
Than,
Yeah.
than that
I
other.
agree.
That's what makes it more.
I agree.
There's quite a bit more equipment.
And the fact that it's ready to go. Is another big thing.
Yeah, because these
Black.
vehicles keep,
It is black.
you're lucky if they
We don't
stay.
see
He told us.
that. Oh.
And even any other place we get the car, because the radios, the sheriff's department gave us those Harrison radios, they're under warranty, so Maltech would be the one that installed them.
Oh,
Still
okay.
have to take Maltech to get the radio.
We don't have them in our possession, but we have them.
Yeah, I've got the radio.
Oh, you got 'em? Okay, okay.
It's locked up my office.
I thought they were just sitting aside at Maltech.
No. I've got it.
Okay.
So that's take it. Like they put it in before we picked up the car, and it would be ready to go to work.
Does this car have miles on it or not?
No
It
miles.
has 0 miles on it.
Okay.
0 miles.
Or it's-
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably drive it to lunch and stuff.
I don't know how many new cars I bought that had 100 miles on them.
They consider 0 miles like under 10.
Yeah.
Sell
I
cars
think
as long as
under-
it's under 100 miles.
Yeah, it might be on.
Under 100 or 500 miles, something like that.
No, 100.
So we actually need to make a motion to go with one of these.
Sure you don't want to go to Durango.
What's the chief's druthers? What would he rather have?
What do you
The Charger.
The Charger. That way the whole fleet is uniformed, and all be black Chargers.
Well,
Yeah, if you gotta remember to come down some of the bumpy roads, there's no weight in the back. So all these bumpy roads, that back end's gonna be doing this, often putting the tire up in the air. I mean, if you're in pursuit anyway.
Well, I've seen a lot of departments that had pickup and they've done away with it. Because of the,
Well, truck doesn't have enough storage for a police officer.
No,
and
no, it's with an inmate.
Well, I'm just here.
He can ride in the back.
Yeah.
and
Sir,
He can ride in the back. We'll strap him to one of those carriers like those trucks used to have.
yeah,
And on the pickup truck, I mean, it's just, I know they say it's police package, but handling on roads and stuff, pickup just always does not handle the same as.
Yeah.
All right, I make a motion, we buy this Charger.
I second it.
Okay, hang on, Leon, Pam, all in favor?
Kevin Featherston.
Leon Myers.
Pam Reed.
Chris Burkett.
It is unanimous. Can I get rid of these other ones or?
Yes. One preference on that,
No, I
Johnny,
got one.
would you
I don't
prefer to
want
go
it, no.
3 years?
Faucet off the road and scratch fire.
Would be cheaper to go forward.
Well, there's not much difference, there's about 3,000,
Yeah,
What
that's the
about-
life expectancy
I
of, you know,
mean,
3 years.
and then if something come up, you needed to replace it, and, so I would,
Yeah, because the other car's
Suggest
gonna be
3
pushing miles after 3 years.
So 3 years on the lease?
Yeah,
on that one.
yeah.
When could we expect to take delivery?
I will message him in the morning and find out.
We will have to, get
Yeah,
a,
but you gotta
we'll have to get a
all that.
resolution for all this to happen,
Yeah.
but we can get it in the process.
So how long was it? I'm sorry.
I don't know exactly.
Next
I'll
couple of
message
weeks.
him in the morning and see. You know, First, she's got to call the police to approve it.
Okay.
He's gonna let us just drive
Okay,
over.
so you're on it. You've been given permission to jump on it. I know you'll make it happen quick.
That's why I didn't go with the Tahoe, because it's a year and a half to 2 year waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they're probably about $81,000 already.
Yeah, I got trucks ordered for our company.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to public works vehicles. And Michael, are all these ones from a Marty Sauls? Are these
No.
all?
Now, Marty is the one who I contacted
That's
to
right.
try to get the
That's the
financing.
finance. I'm looking for the vehicles for,
It would have came in this.
This is it. Got Will Point,
Started out with this, man.
Will Point.
yeah, I got it.
It's got,
When I first looked, I thought his shirt was wet. I said, oh my gosh, please tell me it's raining.
Yeah.
I thought those were raindrops. I'm like, yes, hallelujah. Golly. I was gonna say, I'm sorry, guys, I gotta go.
Get in.
I'm gonna go running this.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so the Wills Point Ford is a 2022 F-150.
Yep.
And that one's in stock right now.
Yeah, I see it stock available now.
The second one is it's an F-250, and it's got an estimated delivery of 8/15/22, so it's
Is
on.
that the one that's 52,000?
Yes.
And actually, if you look at all the information I provided about all the trucks,
Yeah,
you would be stunned at how much a used F-250 is. We're
Wow.
talking within just a few thousand dollars.
Here's a 2020 that he gave us.
Okay.
It's almost 51,000 for a 2020, 2,500 truck, and it's got 57,000 on it.
So for a few thousand more, you get a brand new truck.
Right.
So what are we using these trucks for, first of all?
Well, it's Public Works.
But I mean, are they carrying, are they towing stuff? Are they heavy
The-
lifting
Well,
stuff?
the F-150, I will be driving until the next truck we buy and it'll get handed down. The F-250 will be towed.
Will be towing, okay.
Yes.
it'll be in the mix of the fleet.
Yes.
Okay.
What we're trying to do is get to a place to where we have trucks that can tow anything. So,
Mhm.
if you look at our fleet that we have now, we have a couple of trucks that are 20 years old and the rest are right around 15,
Yeah.
17 years
Yeah,
old.
I've seen them.
Yeah, and doors falling off and you name it. So,
And I have also looked at the maintenance report, and we're paying so much in maintenance on those trucks.
well, that's kind of what my problem is, for years, we just kept throwing money at a problem. Like, for instance, I got one truck that's had 3 engines, 2 transmissions, and 4 front ends. Why,
Yeah.
why would we do that?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get away from those old habits of just throwing money down the drain and get something that will last us and we can take care of it. And then once it reaches a certain age, I've learned that if a truck is 3 years old, has 150,000 miles, you can still get a very good resale value for it and go get another new truck. So
You don't keep driving until the wheels fall off.
I've talked to a few other cities that have started going down this path to see, is it beneficial? And it is. They drive a truck for 3 years or 150,000 miles, they sell it, they get another. So I would like to get away from these 20-year-old trucks.
I agree with you. We need to.
And if you look at all the money we've spent in repairs, we could have already bought a brand new fleet of trucks.
Yeah, I've been looking at that, and I just figured this year we could have afforded a brand new truck and what we've spent on maintenance.
Well,
this year.
3 of my trucks have had 2 air compressors in 6 years. So, I mean, it's just getting to where, only right now in my fleet, only 2 trucks have AC, the rest of them. So it's pretty hot, so.
That's not good either for our fellas. Not good at
So
all.
what are y'all's thoughts on, how many vehicles are we looking at here now? Get my count.
Originally, I had asked for 3, but once, I found out we're trying to stay at a certain number to be able to keep our payment affordable, then I realized 2 is probably more.
You have a preference on the 2.
Yeah, after all the research I did, the Wills Point, the ones that are highlighted, the F-150 that's available right now, and then the F-250, which we would get, what was it, Kevin?
815, I think.
August.
Yeah.
That truck
Oh,
is-
yeah.
That truck's already on order, so when it got here, of course, we'd go get it at that point.
This is 20, is that a 2,500?
Yes,
Yes,
Okay, I see F-250 now. I
Yeah.
see it.
gas, not diesel.
and it's
Right.
gas, yeah. So your repair costs are gonna be a lot lower.
Okay, these 2 are the 2 that I put out there to government capital
Yes.
for the financing. And they said, usually trucks can go 5 years.
Yeah,
So the price on the 5-year note would be $20,321.
that's what
Per year.
that's what I would prefer to do.
So that we have that already here on this paperwork. We know what that payment would be.
So that would be the 20,000.
That's on the 2022 F-150?
That's on-
page?
That's
both
for
of
2 of them.
Both of them.
Oh, for 2.
Yeah, that's for both of these.
Per year for 5 years.
How
So
much
that-
per year?
Per year, that would be
20,321.
Okay.
And both of them are 22.
Yes.
New model.
Yeah,
Leon, you have all this?
I got it.
okay.
And then some.
And the reason that you prefer going to the 250 is because of the towing.
We have so many different things that we tow. One of the other issues we've had in the past is we had one big truck or 2, they would break down, and now the guys, they gotta get there. So they're hooking up, the jet machine to a truck, and it's.
We could almost do it at one time.
And, yeah, in the situation, maybe we had a truck that was stolen
Yes,
and it's out back and it's, the engine's blown up. Apparently, it's got oil just pouring out of the exhaust pipe. So.
they're probably gonna total it, so
and that was our
hopefully with that
main-
money, I can get another.
That was our main towing truck.
Yes.
It's back here. So right now they're having to improvise some, but.
Yeah, F-150 is not gonna pull
No.
that
Well,
jet
and-
machine full of water.
But for years, they would do that because they had to.
Right.
So we started going through transmissions and trucks like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, this F-150, I'll be giving up the Tahoe and I'll be in that truck and I'll hand it down. when we get
Are we,
the
are
truck.
we selling the Tahoe? That was. the
Yes.
question. I mean, so what equipment or what vehicles are we gonna be able to sell?
Well, we've got 5 trucks at the wastewater plant, and then we've got 2 more trucks that one doesn't have a reverse that we're gonna add to it. We're gonna end up selling at least 6 trucks, which will give us,
That includes the Tahoe or,
well, the Tahoe will go,
oh, it's going to
it's going to John for code,
code. Okay, okay,
because code doesn't help vehicle either.
okay, gotcha.
And I'm gonna give it back
That's
to
right.
him for what I bought it for.
Well, or trade or whatever. It's because you got a vehicle from them.
Let's be fair, I donated it, but okay. I
Oh,
donated
oh,
it.
okay.
so-
So that was just.
I mean,
So
that was
so that-
department heads at department.
So that was
heads,
just
you know,
Indian.
working it out.
That was just Indian gift.
It was Indian given,
Hey, we
but
can
hey,
have fun. We're all human.
hey,
Let's be careful. Let's be careful.
Okay.
Let's be careful.
All right,
No,
so those vehicles you're gonna get rid of, those vehicles you're gonna sell, right? The 5 or whatever it was. that you
Yes.
mentioned. But then,
And that leaves you how many after you sell those?
well, with 2 new trucks, that would be 2 plus the black Dodge. I'll have to keep it again until I can get another new truck. If they total out the F-250 and I can get another one of those, that would be 4, and then the flatbed, so that'd be 5 trucks.
and the F1,
And-
and the
And
F1,
traditionally, we've had
those-
6 trucks.
the F-150 4-door.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
And
yes, I'm sorry, that
F-250
is
was
6
the only
trucks.
one that you had before that was doing towing legally.
Primarily.
Primarily and legally, yes.
Okay.
We do have a flatbed that's a F-250, but
But it's a 6.0, it's not like that
Yeah.
6.7, it doesn't have the pulling power that the big truck had. So it struggles to pull the Mini X.
Yeah, so we definitely need the bigger one.
And it's a 2006, by the way.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, all these trucks are,
Yeah.
Okay, this has got to stop.
yeah, I think the
Gotta
newest
stop.
truck is Randall's truck, isn't it?
yeah, the 2012 Dodge.
The
And I
Dodge- the
bought that
Black
off,
Dodge
the-
is the newest truck in the
10
fleet.
years old.
That's the newest truck in the fleet.
it's a 2011.
12 is the newest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, the 16 wasn't.
The 16 was till it got stolen, the engine
well,
got
it's no
blown.
longer in the fleet, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
We're in a very
Alright,
serious
okay.
situation.
Okay, all right, so
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Mike, would we be better off if you think, do you think they might total that truck?
After talking to the service manager and talking to the adjuster, it's looking like they're gonna total it. But if you look at the value of a F-250 Super Duty, 2016, I'm only gonna get between 30 and 40,000 maybe,
If you're lucky.
if I'm lucky, which means I could go out and buy another used truck, a 2018 1-ton or a 2020 F-250.
Yeah, my question was, if we thought we was gonna total that, wouldn't we be better off just to go ahead and buy a 1-ton now instead of a 250 and take that money from the total and buy a 150?
No, we're trying to get away from the smaller trucks because they're just not able to handle the job. You know,
Okay.
if the F-150 was just gonna be going out and just doing, meter changes, re-reads, just simple tasks, and that's all the truck did, then that would make sense, but we're trying to get our fleet to where it can handle any situation.
So Leon, I did a little bit of homework on my own because I knew this was coming up. So I called some other surrounding cities. And most all your other cities have graduated themselves to all their trucks in the fleet are going to be 3/4 ton or 1 ton,
Yeah,
with the exception of like your plant operators.
or your public works.
Actually, a lot of the public works directors have.
Well, 2 of them out here.
A lot of the public works directors also, and the supervisors, they all still drive F-250s or bigger, or 3/4 ton or bigger, because that way they can actually support the team in the instance of having to go bring equipment or
Or go
whatever.
rent like a
Right.
diesel pump. and
So
emergency.
primarily what everybody seems to, the consensus all around us, and what I did is I went to the cities that connect to us and just kept connecting that puzzle. They're all trying to get to the point. They're not all there. Some of them, Will's Point is there.
Yeah.
Will's Point's completely there. But everybody is trying to go towards that same goal to get to 3/4 and 1 ton trucks across public works period, except for your plant operators. And that's what we're doing.
That's fine, I was just thinking.
Yes, sir.
But she's gonna have to drop that 2011 until I get another truck. The plant operator.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I mean, you gotta crawl before you walk, but I mean, we gotta start somewhere. If we don't start doing this, we'll never get there.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Leon, you got anything else on it?
Does the plant operator really need a car? Do they ever leave the plant?
Yes.
Where do they go?
Well, it depends on the situation. They have to go pull state samples, they have to pull plant samples, they have to go do flushing. They have to go respond to customer complaints at residents, so.
Okay,
The flushing is regular.
Yeah, the plant operator is responsible for flushing 200 and something flush sites in our city.
250.
Just something, I knew it was 200 something. Something means 50.
25.
So do we want to go the Wills Point route, the Wills Point Ford?
And that is your preference as well?
Yeah, because if you look at all the used trucks, they're the same price with mileage.
And that's what we've already pulled financing information approval on.
Yes.
That's all.
And that's in that package from Marty Saul.
Right, and Michael, these were, when you went to the new truck stuff, these were the best pricing and the quickest availability.
He actually
right?
gave us a deal on
Right, and it was the best pricing and
it.
availability.
Oh, and they are fleet trucks, so.
So again, I believe we already made the, on this last year's budget approval to do this, just didn't happen. I'm gonna make a motion that we go with the Wills Point Ford trucks.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Kevin Featherston?
I had a question, I can't remember.
Motion on table.
Leon Myers.
Pam Reed.
Chris Burkett.
Okay, unanimous. Okay, moving on from that, so we can get rid of all these RDO and.
Yeah, the next one, I'll try to.
Well,
make
no,
it as
not
fast
RDO.
as-
RDO is the mini X.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, okay, yeah, I get it.
You can get rid of this one,
Yeah.
this whole pile. There you go, you can have mine. See,
Oh,
regular. I said no big enough.
oh, I figure I better stand up for this one.
Yeah.
Oh, they're giving us 8 more, okay.
So the grader Leon is done. It's done. It's a 1974. I've had it looked at by 3 different people, RDO being one of them. Basically, everyone said it's a yard ornament now, and RDO is willing to give us $8,000 for it as a trade-in on a new piece of equipment. Now, I knew the big question tonight was gonna be, well, how are we gonna grade our roads? Well, this year, I have come across a really sweet deal, and right now I'm working something out with a guy that's been delivering the material with us to also grade our roads, which means I'm not out there grading roads anymore. And he's a professional. You know, I grade roads probably 12 times a year. This guy's grading roads year round. He's been doing it for 30 years. He's very inexpensive. He's already hauling our material, and he's willing to give us a sweetheart deal on grading our roads. And he actually does all of Quinlan's roads.
I do want to give the credit where it's due, though. Our city administrator is the one that brainstormed this idea. She said that, why don't we see if Grady will grade our roads? So I called him and told him to call Michael, and now here we are.
And we've been working it out. So we can plan for that.
No, we would not.
We wouldn't, so we would still rock the roads. We have a dump truck and a
We'll do
backhoe,
all the potholing stuff.
and we would still do
Okay.
the potholing. He would just do the repair of major sections of road.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, you're gonna see that I'm a little bit over budget this year in oil sand. Well, that little bit that I'm over is due to having to pay for it to be hauled. So now we know exactly how much we're gonna spend next year and how much to put in the budget session for oil sand. As far as rock, I still have probably 300 tons sitting in the yard, so I'm good there. But the benefit is when I'm on a grader and I'm on a grader all day, I can't do anything else. And I've already got material along the way, so I have to be there. The other part of it is if we give that to someone else to do, that frees up a lot of my guys that are stuck out there on that road. Well, he's willing to work some of that out too. I'll talk to you about that. But anyways, so with this trade-in, our old Mini X has gotten to the point to where it still does some digs just fine. You know, if it's 6 foot and up, it digs just fine. But when you got to get down 15 feet, you got to get down anything under 10 feet, and the ground is so hard, we broke a tooth off the bucket. It doesn't have the power to push through the soil like it used to. We've replaced seals and cylinders. So it's still useful to me. I don't want to get rid of it, but I need a machine that can do the job. So the idea is to go ahead and get the new Mini X, and eventually here in a few years or so, we'll auction off the old one. In the meantime, I've got 2 pieces of equipment that can work 2 leaks at one time. So, which is another big benefit, you know. So this is a really good deal. This takes us up one size. It's very affordable. They're giving us $8,000 for the yard ornament, which brought us down to a pretty fair price. So I'll take any questions. I know there's not.
Okay, so is this piece of equipment something that we can dig culverts with too?
Yes, so the old one can still do that type of work. It can still work. The problem is there's certain places in town that the ground's so hard, it just we can't get to it.
Okay.
And the backhoe, using the backhoe to dig some of this stuff is very, very dangerous because with a backhoe, it's so big, you can't feel things in the ground. Whereas with an excavator, you can feel things in the ground. You know where the pipes at, you can feel certain things. Leon, you got some questions for me?
Is it brand new?
It's brand new.
Is this gonna keep us from buying anything for the next 5 years?
No,
Well, that,
What other equipment do you project we're gonna be needing?
What does he project?
yeah, because there's no other equipment I need to buy. We have a dump truck now. So,
in 5 years.
within the next 5 years, like,
Yeah.
what would I need?
But we don't know.
That's true. I mean, my New Holland
We
tractor.
really
You're gonna
don't
have to,
know.
have a new mowing tractor within 5 years. Your backhoe will be on its way out in 5 years.
And we
Your
just
dump
paid it
truck
off.
will be on its way out in 5 years. Does that answer your question?
Pretty much.
Okay,
And we'll have money in 5 years.
well, hopefully the city will be growing to that point to support that.
These, what are, the lease terms are less than 5 years on these, aren't they?
No,
Oh, that one goes further than that.
you can go, but they suggest, when I talked to Government Capital, they suggest anywhere from 5 to 7. And the most that RDO went was 5 years.
Yeah, and didn't we, the backhoe was 7 years, wasn't it?
Uh,
Something was 7 years. Maybe it was the jet, no, the jet machine was 5 years.
the jet machine was 5 years. I don't know about the backhoe. I don't remember that.
Okay.
But that was what they suggested. And just looking at the one here for, okay, one that is the 77,000.
The 60G, which is the one I'm wanting.
Okay, that is the one that I give to Government Capital.
Yes.
And the price on theirs for 5 years was $300 difference in the payment.
Cheaper?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Financing through Government Capital, but you know, going through RDO, will they still honor that down?
discount.
Yeah, the discount. That's.
I don't know, we'll have to ask that question, because we may have to finance through RDO to get that,
Discount.
20 or 30 something, what was it, 31,641.03. That,
When we were
because that
talking-
says customer discount, Sourcewell contract, warranty, John Deere powertrain, 60 months, 2,500 hours. So I'm thinking that this discount is coupled with their financing. It looks like.
I do know when I talked to him in the yard and he looked at it, took pictures and made notes, he did tell me they would buy it, no matter what.
No, yeah, I know.
But we
No, and
just,
that's
Well,
fine.
I just
it
want
affects
a
that
warning.
difference.
Discount.
But
Discount
if we don't
from-
finance through them, this 31,641.03, this customer discount Sourcewell contract, that last word right there makes me think that means we would have to finance through them.
Right.
And I mean,
Which it doesn't
If-
matter. We
if
just-
that is the case, then that's fine, because
It's actually cheaper.
yeah, it's cheaper,
Yeah.
because then we'd have to give them a number of $114,000 to
Just gonna
start
take that
with.
up even
Well,
more.
then
Yeah.
it makes sense that because usually RDO is really good, and how they do it is you can lease it and drop it at any time, or when you've met the terms, you pay $1 and it's.
Well,
bought.
this isn't leasing, this would be an actual buy. I mean, there's no lease here, it's just, the only thing is, I guess they give you this.
How readily available is this?
I think, what was it, August or September, if you're ready?
Hang on, it's on
It's on here, I got some glasses.
September, end of September. Machine coming at the end of September.
Okay. Where's that other, Roseberry at? Is it
To the sewer plant.
sewer plant?
I left it down there and, they're gonna have fun loading that on a truck.
They'll do
They'll just
those.
winch it, they'll just winch it up on a
Oh,
low boy, that's all. I mean, it'd be easy.
Yeah.
Drop the deck on low boy, hook a big 50-ton winch to it.
Yeah.
We're gonna salute it when it leaves the yard. It was made 2 months before I was born,
Oh,
and
my.
I'm 47.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you about me. 60.
I'm just saying, road equipment that's been in service for 47 years, that's.
We all need to salute that.
And it was a military grade.
I know.
And this Mini X, because I was at the office today, and, you know, Michael brought all these out to us, I don't know when, yesterday.
Yeah.
So I came up today and asked Michael some questions about these, and this Mini X digs.
It's at a total, it's almost 14 feet.
Yeah, but it's a little over a foot more, yeah, it's a little over a foot more than.
The other one only digs
No, 11.
12.
The other one's 11.7 or
Oh, yeah,
11.8.
it's 11.7.
So it's a little over, almost 2 foot more. This one digs
Yeah.
deeper.
And it's a little heavier.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, did you look at the blade information on it?
No,
So
I did, but it has a 4-way blade.
it has a 4-way. So the Mini X we have now, when we're digging on the side of a road, I know y'all noticed. When we go to pack it back in, it's always lumpy and weird, and we can't get it right. because The blade only goes up and down. With this new one, I can set it on the side, tilt the blade any direction I want, like this, and make it look just like the dish looks. That's good.
At my house.
Yes, yes.
Excuse. This is Mike's driving, is everything?
No, I don't know.
The, you say the ditches at your house?
Just the one where y'all replaced the culvert. You can try it out right there.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm fixing to fix it.
We've got a lot of ditches and culverts we gotta fix. A lot.
Okay, the chair will entertain a motion.
So you're wanting to do the 61?
Yes, sir. By the way, I think it comes with a cab and all that too, so.
These are both feet. Oh,
Yeah, air conditioned cab.
what's he mean by 60?
It's bigger
It's
than a
just the
50.
size,
I
It's
know,
the size of it.
It's right. Okay.
60G.
It doesn't tell the digging depth on that 60 like it does on the 50, is it?
It'll be deeper.
13.6, right up there underneath comments,
Under 60.
toward the top left of the page, Leon, page one of 2. Says comment, Sourcewell contract, machine coming at the end of September, and then dig depth 13.6.
And usually if I need to get a little lower, I can dig a box and set it in the box and then dig deeper.
So this one wasn't currently in the budget. There was nothing mentioned in the budget, so this is a complete.
Yeah, and which, you know, we've needed to do this for a few years, but I
Yeah.
finally talked to
Long.
Kevin and
But
What is that
Jim.
gonna
but
do?
we recently just paid off $37,000
Yeah,
a year in our debt. So the only thing we have left in our debt is our Rabbit Cove loan payment, which is $19,353. Left on that, that'll be paid off in November of 24. So, if EDC would forgive that loan, we would, not have to pay that. But just trying anyway. Actually, the mayor had thrown that out there too. So, but that's the only thing that we have on our debt right now, and this debt that we are fixing to, with these motions, this is going to be what we're gonna put on our debt for our taxes.
For the INS.
Yeah.
Well, it's paid out of the INS.
Thank you, Nancy.
So which will kind of give us a little bit of
It gives us breathing room.
Yes, it
Yeah,
does, and
It
we will
doesn't
have
hit
to
us
move,
right away.
right.
new equipment, and we will have to move, I'll have to contact them and say, okay, we wanna go ahead and get a resolution, pass this, when can we, do this as soon as possible.
Anybody else have any question?
And probably by the end of the year, if we didn't budget in water and sewer for this equipment purchase, we probably need to move some reserve fund budget-wise on a budget amendment into water sewer to cover this purchase. But we can do that after the fact. We don't have to do that before the act.
But
That's later.
actually in this paperwork,
Uh-huh.
I asked them to extend the payment out to April of 23.
Oh, okay. So we can budget it next year.
Have our tax dollars in.
Okay, yeah.
That gives you money to budget.
Anybody else got any questions?
It sounds like a chair entertain a motion then.
I make a motion that we purchase the John Deere 60G mini excavator from RDO for Public Works.
Next to last page, right?
I'll second that motion.
Kevin, Chris, all in favor?
Kevin Featherston.
Leon Myers.
Family,
Chris Burkett.
Unanimous. And then we got the Wills Pump Board. I guess this weekly maintenance is just something different on the 35. So, but what you gave us. This is the stuff that's needed here. This other item from Marty Saul, is that who you're talking with at government financing? Okay. And that just breaks it down. Does any of it cover does it cover all the equipment we just agreed to?
No, it does not. We're gonna go through RDO for the other one.
For the
excavator.
excavator and mini.
Yeah, because, it's gonna be cheaper and more feasible.
Okay, okay.
and
All right.
then she'll have
Po-
to do it. for the
Possibly because
lunch charge with the
You
price
said-
on it.
you said the financing through government capital was actually 300 cheaper, right?
No, it's 300 more expensive, isn't it?
No, it's 300 cheaper.
It's 300 cheaper. So the question we need to ask is, from RDO, is, look, do we have to finance this from you for this price, to get this price?
Is everything honored under that price?
I will find out first thing in the morning
Right.
because if I remember the conversation correctly, he told me it didn't matter which way we went, whether we went with ours or we went with.
So I'll contact Marty as well and
Okay,
tell
so
her that we are she said it didn't matter to her. Either way, we wanted to find out.
If you will, I'll
So-
confirm that. 'Cause
I will,
That
first thing in the
contract, that
morning.
contract word scares me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could be at 100,000 versus 7.
That would be a food shipper.
Yes. This is
There'll
something.
be a difference between getting and not getting. That's what that's gonna be.
The regular finance.
So,
Okay.
So we're on to number 9.
Everybody likes to look at that. We've got old business or new business number 8 out of the way, and now number 9 is the call for city election November 8th, 2022.
I make a motion, we have an election.
What?
I make a motion, we have an election.
Okay,
Second that
Leon,
motion.
Leon first, Kevin second, all in favor?
Kevin Featherston.
Leon Myers,
Pam Reed,
Chris Burkett.
Is unanimous.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Kevin. Kevin first and Pam second.
Kevin Featherston.
Leon Myers,
Pam Reed.
Chris Burkett.
We are adjourned.
All right. All right.
Kansas asleep.
Glad y'all got to see me.
Thank
I'm
you,
not
Leon.
Pleasure was all.
I would
yours.
have everybody, but I don't want to enter personal space.
Pleasure was all yours.
Yeah, next time, Annette, tell me the easy way to get on there.
Next time what?
Tell him that he's.
Tell me the easy way to get on there.
Okay.
We, now Pam and I told you that, Leon, we showed you the easy way now. I'm gonna get Annette just to send out the code and the sign-in thing. Kim, we'll see y'all. See y'all Thursday.
Again.